Hey everybody, welcome back here to Indoor-Mania, and today I'm actually moving away from the outdoor section, Pirate Cove, which I've been working on with Astrotron over the last week or two. That's now basically done. I'm really happy with how that's looking, so I'm now going to go back in time and just go back to this adventure kind of dome area which I started with at the beginning of the build. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying this video and if you're following the project, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well if you want to continue watching more of my content and if you're enjoying what I'm doing. So basically going to go in today and do the custom supports for the spinning coaster. I kept saying back along it was a wild mouse, which technically it kind of is, but it's actually a spinning coaster. I've gone for one of these kind of what is this, a Gerstlauer one for maybe, because the cars are different to the Mauerson ones. But yeah, I really wanted to try and get the support work kind of, normal, but special in some areas, especially like this section here, which kind of looms over the kind of entrance ticket kind of turnstile area. I wanted to kind of try and get the one support to connect to a lot of the parts of the track, and then also for the lift hill I wanted to try and do like a support structure that used very little space, and so I only had like a few areas that actually connected to the ground. I didn't want to have loads of supports going on because it is a very limited space, and I feel like in real life sometimes they do try and do these kind of tricks with support work to try and get the most efficient way of supporting the ride without using too much space on the floor, especially for an indoor park like this. And also the track also passes back and forward underneath the lift hill, so I couldn't have too many supports there anyway. So I'm just going to go around. I really like the colours. I love that hot pink against the orange. I think it looks really kind of tropical-esque, which is what I'm kind of going for with this. Now, I obviously have to try and differentiate the difference between the pirate area and the adventure area. Now, I guess the pirate area could be conceived as like an adventure kind of theme as well, but I kind of want to make them different. This is going to be more of like a jungle, tropical kind of themed area, more kind of overgrown plants and shrubs and things, and these tropical colours are going to get more of like a jungle feel with Jeep theming and stuff, because there's some really cool pieces in the DLC that I could use, whereas the pirate area is definitely just kind of focused on pirate stuff, so that's the kind of difference there. And I am going to do a space area as well. I'm planning on doing a fourth area. I'm not sure what the theme should be, so if you have any ideas, do let me know down below in the comment section your ideas, because I'm really open to ideas from you guys and what I could do. I don't have any ideas for a fourth theme, if I'm honest. I'm planning on expanding the indoor area into like another section, and I could do something really cool in there. I just don't know what yet, so it could be anything to like an ice Arctic theme or something. That's just off the top of my head right now. Steampunk I thought about, but I'm not sure if steampunk and the kind of like piratey stuff, it kind of all merges into one kind of subgenre. I don't know. So if you have any ideas, do let me know. Just going in now and using Max Freak's Foliage Essential Set, which is a definite must download mod if you don't have it. It's really great, really changes up this game in style and textures and things, and I'm just using that on this indoor area. I want to try and get a lot of shrubbery within this part of the park just to really get that kind of jungle feel to it. And then right now I'm just covering up the toilets here with some roofs and different wooden poles and things to try and get it more of like a jungle toilet in the middle of the jungle kind of thing. I've said jungle too many times, but you get what I mean. I also wanted to kind of get this area to have like a bit of like an outpost kind of feel to it, where maybe it's like a trail or something through like a jungle, and that maybe there's an outpost area, that kind of thing. So that's the idea that I'm going with. Really simple toilet block there. Just threw some pieces together and I actually think it looks really cool, so I'm happy with how that's looking. Just use a similar style to what I did on the kind of entrance turnstile kind of building, but need toilets in the park obviously, so I thought that was a good place to put them. I will add some more elsewhere as well in the build. So again, some more shrubbery. Just going to try and cover up the like wall of the dome area. It looks kind of messy from the inside because I focused mostly on the outside and how the outside looks, and of course the inside you can see it. but it's not too jarring. But I think with a bit of foliage and some theming and stuff, you're not going to notice that these walls are there too much. So of course it's an indoor park, there's going to be some walls, but I think I've covered them up the best I can so far anyway. So I've got some nice path interaction going on there with the coaster and everything. I'm really liking how that looks. Now I'm just going to do like a very obvious entrance sign for the Frog Hopper, which is this children's ride, which is kind of just hidden there behind the main support for the kind of domed roof. I've actually taken the roof off right now just so you can see and I can see what I'm building on the inside, and then later on I'll add the roof back on again, which I saved as a blueprint. It didn't actually, for some reason, when I put the blueprint back onto where it was, it wouldn't let me build it there anymore, but there was nothing in the way, so I had to actually completely reconstruct the whole thing again from scratch. I've cut that footage out because you've seen me do that dome roof already, but I will add that on later on in this video as well. But right now, like I said, it is off just so you can see it in a bit better. What's left now to do really is kind of just connect some paths up and do a station for this coaster. I'm going to do a very simple station. And actually, while I was building a station, I thought it was funny that I was building a station for a coaster with a roof in an indoor park, because you wouldn't really need a station with a roof, but I did one anyway because I thought it was good. Oh, but before I get onto that, I've forgotten I actually do this flat ride first. These spinning teacups, didn't have a clue what I was doing, if I'm honest with you. I just kind of really just played around with pieces and put stuff down and tried to see what looked good. Yeah, I really didn't know. I wanted it to be like I don't know, like in some sort of hut kind of thing. So I started trying to build like a indoor kind of structure thing. That wasn't working out too well. I didn't like it. I'll show you the process of me doing it because maybe it's interesting for you. But I basically just put some beams down and some poles and things and thought, okay, let's do like a roof thing. I've seen other Parkitect players as well do this kind of thing with flat rides, and I wanted to give it a go, but mine didn't turn out so good. I really wasn't feeling it at all. I kind of knew what I wanted to do, but it just wasn't translating into my building. So I was adding these wooden things again, which I've basically been doing with the rest of the theming, so I've kind of carried that over to this as well. And you'll see this morph into something I'm somewhat happy with as we go along. It's right at the back of this domed area, and it's actually like a little path that will go through the wall here that will go into another area of the park. But yeah, I'm just using those pieces, those walls there from the DLC download, adding some vines in there to make it look a bit more like an overgrown look. And maybe I changed the colours up of the ride as well. I think the pink and the blue is a bit too much. Maybe I need to kind of dull those down a little bit to some more kind of earthy colours. I've just got rid of those beams there that I built on the inside because I really don't think they looked good. So now I've left it more kind of open, and I've gone and put like a Jeep there for some theming, and these big like rock pillar things are also in the DLC. So I'm using those quite a lot actually with this one, and I actually think they look really cool. And I started to get onto like a bit of a roll with this part of the build once I started using those pieces, and I could actually see what I was kind of trying to achieve. So right now I'm just doing the queue line and just kind of putting some flags up and some poles to support them and things, and I'll make an obvious entrance as well so guests know where to queue up for this ride. And right next door to that is actually the queue line for the spinning coaster, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of do both of those things at the same time. And I'm just trying to cover up some things that I don't want to be seen, like that part of the base of the flat ride, adding some more wooden poles in and things, so you get the idea what I'm doing. But yeah, it turned out to be a bit better. As you can see, it was a bit of a process, a bit of a journey to get there, and I think it looks cool. This area isn't 100% finished yet. There will be one more episode maybe where I kind of touch up and do some finishing touches with the Adventure Jungle area before I move on to the space area, which I'm really excited to show you because I had a really good time doing that bit, and definitely it was a theme I haven't done before. So apart from doing like Tomorrowland and Disneyland, but I haven't really played with space that much, so it was really cool to do that. So I'm looking forward to showing you that, which will probably be in the next episode. But yeah, I'm just what's left to do now here really is tidy up some pathing, do some path covers on the edges, and I'll do a bit more theming in the next episode when it comes to like the kind of facade on the inside of the walls. But yeah, I'm just going to leave you now with the rest of the footage. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying this project, like I said, and also hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. The more followers, the better. The more of you that watch my videos, the better. I really love creating stuff and getting it out there, and for you guys just to sit back and watch and enjoy. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll leave you with the rest of the footage, and I'll see you all next time for another episode of Indoor-Mania. Bye.